Okay, let's get this started, shall we? Gonna need to put Olynthos on the screen for you. There you have it. And let's get the game on the screen as well. All right. So, oh, where did my map go? Oh, my map fell on the floor. Oh, let me go close the door too. Okay. By the way, how's the music level? I hope everyone can still sort of hear it in the background. It's not too loud, not too quiet. Let me know if I need to adjust it. So I got the map here. And there is a whole stretch of homes that go along this way here. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. Get this. And get this. There we go. That chicken just came out of that hole here. Okay. So there is a road between these buildings and the next set of buildings, and it is 4 wide, just like the rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? These are all 4 wide? I'm pretty sure these are 4 wide. Yeah, those are 4 wide. Okay. Now here's the thing. There is a whole row of homes that are down here along this section here, but they're all sort of messed up. So that's why I didn't do these homes. So I'm still going to need to mark where they're at. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there was that. And then, so 19 down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then there was a 2 wide alley, and then it goes again. But the thing is that it looks like, well, let me grab a ruler because I got to figure this out here. It looks like these homes are not lined up with the rest. Okay. So if I do that, okay, so that doesn't work. Let me try something else here. Okay. So it looks like a lot of these don't line up, except for 1, 2. Okay, so the alley in the second block does line up. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's the first block. Here is the second block, and the alley right here lines up with the gap between 2 houses. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. So let's just go off of that. We're gonna base everything off of that from here on out. Ah, okay. Hope everything works out for you, Zen. These houses are not typical when it comes to the other styles. So what we're gonna have to do is I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're just gonna run down here. We're gonna add I think this house corner might actually be correct. Let's see here. Yes. So actually this house corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, lines up right there. So let's go ahead and add a long line of cobblestone. We'll go to there. What? Okay. And we're going to go all the way down. We'll go ahead and we'll just stop at the last house. What the... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So actually, this is incorrect. Hold on. I messed up. Oops. Let's get this correct. Okay. So then 1, 2, yeah, see this one here. There. All right. So that long line. These houses are also wider by, it looks like, about 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which is where we would normally stop. 20, 21, 22. So that's 3. So let's go ahead and we're going to go all the way down. I think it's 3. Let me double check that with the tape measure here. Okay. Hold on. So if we did, I'm messing around with rulers and everything. So if we did that, that would be roughly about there. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're just going to do this. We're going to come zooming on down. Oh, still going. Nope. Too far. Or was it just far enough? Oh, look at that. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Now, the crazy thing is, it actually has a fortification wall that is about 4 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? No, about 3 wide. 1, 2, 3. So about right there. So let's go ahead and just fill this whole thing in. So we're going to do this. Like that. And let's see, how tall do we want to go? I think we should go tall enough to get at least up, I don't know, probably about like right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so let's do 5 tall and see how. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There's our defensive wall. It's ugly, but it'll work. Double check house width. Why? What's going on with the house width? 4 wide road is now 3 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's 4. Unless that was really far back. Sorry. It might have been really far back. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the first, which was coming off of the alley in the second. So we need to come here. So we're going to start here. And we're just going to come all the way down. And same for this one. Okay. And these houses, I don't think their widths are the same either. Why am I using this ruler? Hold on, I have a better ruler, wherever that one's at. I don't know where that one's at. Okay, well, it looks like we're using this one. So these houses are the house. So the houses that we have built already are that wide, and then these guys are actually, they're all over the board. They're all completely different. Each one's a little different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go off of oh, actually, this is misaligned. It's off by 1. Maybe I should have done this before the stream, but oh well. Hello, hello. Hey, Richard's been a member for 16 months. Wow. Look at you, man. Previous ones are upper class. These are upper class? Yeah, probably. Have you heard about the upcoming Minecraft features announced? They were saying something about a new biome and wool slabs and stairs and stuff like that. So, yeah. Sounds interesting. We'll see how it actually goes. You know what I think we're going to do? We are going to do replace cobblestone with mud bricks. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Okay. All right. So let's just go ahead and start building. We're going to build this sort of freehand because it's off, like I said, just a tiny bit. So it comes off of here. So this first one is the same width as the other ones. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not. I'm going the wrong direction. Sorry, it was the other way. This house is massive, the one that I'm currently standing in. This one is the same width as the rest. It appears. No, it's not. It's actually thinner. Oh my god. Why can I not get this right? Okay. It comes off of this wall down here. Oh, did we not do that wall? Or did, I just did. I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on. Which one am I looking at here? All right. I'm looking at that house. So this house has a wall that comes in that I did not do for some reason. Or at least I'm using a different map. So it actually comes off of this post here. So we're going to go straight down. So it's right here. So it's a little bit skinnier. Just a hair skinnier. Okay. Okay, now I think we're ready to do this house. So first up is the back rooms. And this one is 4. Oops. 4. And it looks like it is divided up into it looks like a smaller room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, coupled with a larger room, or like that, I'm sorry. And then it's got over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what it looks like. This needs to be a doorway right there. And this one is a little missing, so we're just going to throw a doorway right there. And this one, believe it or not, actually has a doorway out onto the street. Update the end, yeah. No chant then. Alright, so there's that. And then this room, there's another room, has a double door opening right there. Actually, technically, this one's double door as well. And then it looks like it's got a 3 wide right here. So it goes, whoops, 1, 2, 3, bam. And then it comes off of this. Like that. Yep, that looks about right. And then this room has a door off to the side there. And then it looks like right about here, we've got this coming off. Then we've got what looks like possibly a pillar base, maybe right here. 1, 2, and then this, that, nope. First off, it does have the little middle walkway like that. So this room is actually sizably larger. Actually, the middle walkway is off by 1. So it's actually a wider middle walkway. So this goes here. Oh man, this one's a tough one. This doorway needs to be like that. There we go. And then, okay, so this doorway needs to be like that. And then this has... something like that? That's too thin. It needs to be too wide. But then that... is incorrect as well. So let's do this. We're gonna have to sort of fudge these measurements here. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Like that, and then like that. And then this comes, oof, like that. Oh, there is nothing there, like that. So that's the house. It's crazy. Yeah. This one is very different. Oh, actually, one more thing. This entire portion here is open. Like that. So, what I'm seeing, I mean, obviously we've got the core room. So you've got this room here that only opens to the outside. So this must be the shop. Or maybe this is the shop. No, this should be the shop. And then we've got this, which might be, I don't know, the family entrance or something. But they have no way of getting into here, which means they got to come in this way. So this is maybe some other sort of back entrance. Then you got this room, and you got this room. So there must be a door that's like right here. That's what I'm thinking. Because this is the courtyard here. It's a very small courtyard because this, either that or this is the courtyard. If this is the courtyard and this is covered, and then there's this entrance, that might be what it is there. So let's just fill it out and see what we think. I mean, that seems to clear some things up pretty quickly. Wow. Lots of stuff going on in the chat. Okay. Yep. I'm going all over the place. Here we go. So there we are. Whoop. Once we get this on here, we'll see how this looks, and then we'll just go from there. We'll see what tickles our fancy. So far so good. Looking good. And we'll leave that one for a pillar. Yeah, so far so good. All right, let's go ahead and get this here. There we are. Go ahead and add the doorways where we need to add them. Also, by the way, I leave for Greece in 1 week from today, and I am stoked. I don't know why, but like this time around, I'm all kinds of excited. And it has nothing to do with what I'm doing over there. It's just I'm super stoked to be going. Okay. Yeah. See, let's go ahead and slap a pillar down real quick. Oh, actually, you know what? These are like the nicer parts of town. So let's get like a painted pillar, like a white painted pillar. How do we like that? That looks like shit. Okay. We'll just do the usual when we want to do a different color. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Couldn't you just raise by one and then replace cobblestone with mud bricks? What? I mean, I suppose I could. But this is fine. Concrete or quartz? Yeah, I could always do that too. I could also make these... See, let me show you something real quick. Because these were most likely plastered back in the day. And this is going to look really bad because it's going to be the same color as that. But more than likely, it probably looked a little something like this. That's probably what it looked like back then. Sort of an off-whitish, almost tan-colored plaster. Or even something like this. Well, okay, maybe not. Oh, okay, hold on. That was terrible. Smooth sandstone is probably what I was looking for. There we go. Smooth sandstone. Whoops. Smooth sandstone. There we go. Probably something more like that back in the day. And they probably would have plastered over the cobblestone too. But we're just going to do this for now. Okay. I'm gonna miss having live streams while you're gone. That's okay. I've got videos cached for when I'm gone. Vacation / trip. Woo! Yep, exactly. You're surprised I haven't made a texture pack for the right color scheme. You know, I hadn't even thought of that. Hadn't even thought of that. But I'm glad you brought that up. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. You never know. Okay, so I think this should have a walkway here. And the stairs should be maybe over here. I don't know. See, and I also think... Hold on. We're going to do this. There we go. Yeah, like that. So the pillars hold up things. And I know you're thinking, well, yeah, no shit. No, they really are. They really do. And so they must either be holding up a walkway over here or over here. And I'm leaning more towards this side here because this is long and skinny. And yeah, they've done long and skinny courtyards before. But really, when you look at a lot of these other ones, the ones that don't have... See, that's got like a weird covering on it. But look, square with like little skinny empty walkway. Squarish, skinny walkway. Squarish. This one's sort of rectangle, but square. This one would have been square had I not added those things to it. Square with the long walkway. So I think because we can't do square and a long walkway because we've got the pillars here, it has to have a covering over either side. And since most of them have a square opening, I'm leaning more towards this being the walkway. So that's what we're going to do. And I think what we should do is we should have well, you know what, let's just go ahead and put I'm doing planks. That's crazy. Okay, I really should be doing slabs, but that's okay. That's okay. So let's go ahead and do this with oak. So like that. There we go. So there's our walkway. Ladder, I don't know where we'll put the ladder, but we'll probably have a roof over this. And we'll definitely have, this will probably be a second story as well. Maybe, let me think here. Since there's going to be a roof here, they won't be able to access this room unless they come in from this room. So let's just do this as a first story and do these as a second story. So we're going to do that. And then this, oops, this. And then we're going to do, should they access, see, this is a very long room. I don't think they should access this one. I think it should just be, you come into this room or this whatever, and you can go into this room. We've got this. Yeah, the sandstone, I really like the sandstone. And you'll see what I've done with sandstone at a later video. I do some stuff with sandstone in a video, and I think you'll like it. So if we have a roof here, and a roof here, and then this is second story here. What do we do with this one? Because that's just one big long room. Of course, they also, here's the other thing. This whole chunk here, this little back chunk here is all hypothetical. So why don't we do this? Why don't we just come straight off of this? So let's grab these, right? And then we'll come straight off of this. And then we'll have this as its own second story as well. So you come up the stairs and you've got this room here, and then that can lead into this room. And then you've got this room here, which leads into this smaller room for the second story. That's what I'm thinking. So like that. So that's the walkway. This is single story. That's single story. Well, here, let me just show you. So we do this. Do that. Do this. Okay. And then this one will come all the way here. Then they can access this room from this big one. And then you come into this room from here. Okay, so when you come up to the stairs, you can come into this room and it goes into this room. Or you can come into this big room and it's got this little, like, I don't know, closet or something. How do we feel about that? I like that. I actually like that. You might have mentioned this, but does acacia represent actual wood or roof tiles? Roof tiles. That's why I use the acacia, because it looks a lot like terracotta roof tile, or it's as close as we can get to terracotta roof tiles. Oh, hey, everyone's here now. We got everyone that normally shows up in the chat. Hello, MC Oda. So I'm liking this. So yeah, so I'm using the acacia because it looks like tiles. It looks like roof tiles, even though they're obviously flowing the wrong way. I wish you could put these down directionally so that you had them like flowing that way and going the other way, but it is what it is. So this is what I'm thinking. Now to get up here, because I see that in the chat, I'm thinking maybe a stairwell here going that way. Hold on, let's bust this out here. Okay, if you come up this way, no, it's going to have to go up this way. But then you end up right in front of this door. So maybe we do like that. So it's sort of a side door here. You come in. Yeah, that looks good. So that's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab some stairs. Mojang needs to fix that. Like, why would I put a block into my inventory and then not use it? Use something completely different. That drives me crazy. Okay. All right. So like that. You come in here, you walk up here, you can walk then into this room, you walk into this room and this room. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and throw some roofs on this. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be sort of I don't know. I've got a plan here. It's not much of one. What if we did a flat roof? Wait a second. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we do a sloped roof, right? So we do like this, and then this. This is my standard Vascalos roof. Whoop. What if we did that? So it sort of slants that way. I like it. Yeah, I like it. We will probably put roof right here. There we go. Okay. And then we'll leave this empty because I don't know what the house... hold on, let me look at the house that's over here. Oh, there's an alley right there. So we can just do this. Yeah, we'll just do this. Because this has a little alley, which is really wild because it has a 2 wide alley over there. So let me go ahead and do the 2 wide alley real quick. 1, 2, there we go. All right, so we do that. And then for this one, We slope down the other way. Or we do a very, very shallow slope up to the defensive wall? I didn't think this through. What if instead of this we do one down? Like that. There we go. I think that's probably going to be better. Standard Doscalos roof of slab, stair, slab, slab, stair. That's what I've been using, well, since forever. Once I did my first temple, I think that's how I did the roof, and I liked the slope of it, and I said, you know what? That's just what we're going to do from now on. Man, if it's taking me this long to do this house, this is going to be a long stream. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think maybe we go up one more. And then if we do that, okay, so let's say we do the standard Doscalos roof, right? We do. And then we come up one. And then it's another stair. That is okay. Let's see what this looks like. So we do that. Do that. And we go stack 2. Okay. I mean, this is a little weird here. But I think that's okay. I think what we could do is we do something like this. Or can we do something like this? Oh, but then it doesn't. Okay, whatever. Fine, we'll do that. Or I get... Here I go. Or we just do that. That's fine. That's fine. Ah. Yeah, thank God it's Saturday. Alright. And we do that, and we do this. So it's up against the defensive wall. I'm looking at the layout of some of these houses, and I think these are going to be a bit of a brain teaser. Something like that. We're going to bring the defensive wall up a bit. We are also going to bring this down. There we go. So far, so good. I'm liking it. I think it looks good. You know what we might do? We're going to get a little fancy with this one. Like that. Yeah. Little fancy. Because these people up here are fancy people. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Okay. I'm liking that. Okay, so now we need a roof for this, and I think for this we're going to do our standard... Ooh, that's not going to work for this spot. Man. Okay. Okay. This is turning out to be a toughie. What if we drop one? What if we drop one all the way around? Come over here. Okay. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I did. So, okay, so we drop one, right? And then we can do a slope. Sure, let's try that. So if I do standard Doscalos roof, it would be slab, stair, slab, slab, stair, slab, slab. Wow, that's really, really tall. I don't like that. So why don't we do slab, slab? So slab, 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 slab. That's a little better. Oof. Okay, what if we make it really shallow? Like that. Okay, I don't mind that. Let's see what that looks like. So we would come here, then here, 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 then here, here, here. What if I came out there? That. Oh my god. There we go. Wait. Actually, that wasn't too bad. What about that? That's not bad. But let's just say we do the 3. That looks like garbage. Okay, so it's either this, and we have one like that, or we have it the other way around, where it's this and like that. And it looks like it sort of curves. So I think what we should do is we should do this. No. That. I think that's better. Better than this one. Okay. Let's see how it looks before we pass judgment on it. Oop. And this. And this. Okay. By the way, does this have this all? So it does have the 2 wide alleys, so I could always slope it on the edges too. So let's see how that looks before we do anything else. So it'd be 2 like this, and then it goes 2 like this, and then 2 like that. And then like that. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's what we'll do. I think that looks good. And I think that's probably going to be the best that we're going to get, given sort of the odd shape that we've got going on here. Like that. Eh? Yeah, if we could stack 2 different types of slabs, that would be nice. I would love that if we could do that, but it ain't in the cards, apparently. Since this is such a wide opening, we're going to do that with slab. Okay. All right. So let's do now we'll just do the standard roof. Oh. There we go. Okay, like that. Whoops, nope, because this is in the defensive wall at that point. So we actually need to come off of it like that. And then we do that, that. Oh, kind of a gross shape, but all right. Okay, so we just do this and we're good to go on this house. Well, once we put the porch over the walkway. Oh, and this peak is going to be... Ugh. Okay, well... this roof is going to be gross. I'm not going to like it. I can tell you that right now. I mean, before I even finish it. But let's see what it looks like, and we'll just trust the process here. Step inside, do that, do that. Oh, you know what we need? We need some torches. And doors, but we'll get to the doors here in a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, all we need to do is just slap down, let's see here, we want to do that to that, and we're going to do replace air acacia slabs. Aha. Okay, let's see how this looks. I mean, not bad. Not bad. This, yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna like this roof, and I don't like this roof at all. But I think we're just kind of stuck with it. Why no roof above the defensive wall? Oh, because we're gonna bring the defensive wall up higher. So we're gonna bring this up again, like up to something like that, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how tall the defensive wall might have been at Olynthos, so who knows? Actually, maybe I can look that up real quick and see if we have any idea of the height of the defensive wall. Let's see here. Let's see what Google says. How high was the fortification wall at Olynthos? It says 3.6 to 4.5 meters is what they are assuming the height. Wow. So the foundation was about 1.5 meters. Wow, okay, so 1, 2, 3, so actually it needs to be like that, this tall. Oh wow. Okay, well in that case we can add a roof to this. Which is not going to make it look any better. But at least I'm glad you asked that question, because you made me look it up, and that's good. Because I was assuming we're talking like super tall defensive walls, but if it's only like that tall, I mean, Okay. So yeah, so we might even just... I mean, most of these are using... Yeah, most of these are using the defensive wall as part of their house. So let's go ahead and knock this wall down by 1. Yeah, so about an average of 4 blocks is what it seems to be. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it at 4 blocks. So like that. So there you go. There's the defensive wall. So stone foundation, mud brick on top. Just like that. Yeah. That's what we're going to go with. Oops. There we go. Okay. So this is... Oh, let me go ahead and add some doors. And then we will be all set. And windows. Yep, that looks good. Slap some windows down. Oh, and some torches. Nope. Nope. This can open up into the alley, though. And then this will do that. No back windows, obviously, because that's the defensive wall. Or the fortification wall, I should say. No windows here, because that goes into another room. So that's actually wrong click. There we go. That's actually going to be completely dark in there. Alley. So, oh, I guess I could have put a window out into the alley. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't have to be completely dark. And put a door here. Okay, so far so good. We do that. Do that and that. Slap the torch down. Do that. Okay. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and make this look nice. With, where we got, there we go. So we do this, we do that. Look at that, that looks pretty nice. Let's put a door here. This is just going to remain open. Actually, you know, do we even need a roof right here? We don't. This could just be like the entrance in. So we don't actually need a roof right here. Let's get rid of this roof. Or now we'll leave the roof up. We'll just leave the roof up. We will, however, do this. There we go. So there we are. And then here we're going to do double doors with torch and windows. There we go. And maybe even... Oh, nope, never mind. Ah, that goes into the walkway. We don't need that. Okay. And then this one, same thing. We're going to do double doors. We'll just do a torch off to the side. And a door here. With a torch. And here we will also put a window out to the alley. There we go. There we have it. Oh, nope. Almost forgot. Let's do some protection here. Don't want people falling. You fall to your death. we go. There we go. And we'll do this too. Looking good. All right, there we have it. Not bad. Oh, you know, this could use a window. Do we have one on this side? Oh, we don't have any windows on this side. Or doors. Oh my god. Look at me. Look at me just like screwing off. Put torches in here. Let's do... There we go. That and that. We'll put a door here. And then we're also going to put railings up here as well. But first, let's see. That's defensive wall. That's roof. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do that. And then door. And then door. Window. And that's defensive wall. Oh, actually, that's not defensive wall. Because the defensive wall is really short. So we'll just do that. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Okay, we'll slap some railings down. Again, don't want to fall to your death. Injuries back during that time period were no fun. Definitely no fun. That looks like garbage, man. How come I can't... I mean, it'll just have to be like that. Because I can't put one here. Yeah, unless I want to do, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. What if I did this? Oh, there we go. And then I don't even have to worry about it. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay. Were old defensive walls tapered as they go up like ramparts? Some of them were. Troy notoriously had tapered walls. What I would probably do in this case is, yeah, I don't know what I would do actually in this case. Let's do this. There we go. Or actually, even better, I could always do... Because we don't got to worry about the defensive wall. So we could just do like... Can I do that? I mean, that looks terrible. There we go. That's fine. Okay. How do you plan on furnishing these? Sort of all over the board, really. A lot of these get furnished in different ways. Here, I'll show you. There's actually, along the front row, we did this as a surprise stream. These are furnished. So you've got, you know, storage, you've got your Andron here, which I could have replaced those with beds, I suppose. Then you've got more storage, enchantment, and potion setup. And then you've got, workshop. Fun workshop. I think this is cooking. Yeah, cooking. More storage. Small storage. Then my map room, because I like doing maps in this game. More storage, can never have too much storage. And then bedroom, because I like, you know, to be able to sleep at my base. So yeah, so basically like that. So what I figured we would do is we would actually do a lot of the furnishing of this. We'll do that as like a surprise stream from time to time. Not Bronze Age interiors. Nope, this is classical period. So classical period, not Bronze Age. Oh, I don't like that. Hold on. What is up with that? That looks gross. Look at that. Look at that weird. There we are. That looks better. So yeah, so classical period. So this is like 5th century, 4th century. And then they also, Olynthos also had people living there, I think all the way up through the Roman occupation and everything. So yeah, I mean, once they built this place, they were pretty much set. Okay, let's move down to this next one. But first, I think I will take Yigi the Mighty's advice, because we're a little over an hour. So let's go ahead and take a drink break. So we'll take a couple minutes, and then we will go ahead and come back and continue on. An hour to do one house. So this is going to take a little bit longer than I was expecting. So anyways, let me go ahead and turn off Olynthos there in the corner, hit the hydrate, and I will see you in a couple minutes. Get that volume down about like, I think that's where we were at before. You like the bronze hardware for the doors? Yeah, it is nice. It's not the copper mod. It's actually a texture pack that was made for me by some folks on the Discord. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I did lay the lines for the yeah. That's true. I did, and I also built the exterior wall. Yeah, so that's true. That's true. That's true. Not all of it is was done in an hour. Okay. So now we're a little early for it, but we're gonna do my favorite part of the stream. It is currently 7 minutes after 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and the question is this a soda or a beer? Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Fizzes everywhere. Jeez. Probably because I opened it up so violently. Anyways, yeah. Is it soda or beer? You'll never know. Sorry. Anyways, okay. Let's go ahead and get back to this. And start on the next house, which is the one right here. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and mark which ones I've already done, because I know I'm gonna get all turned around. So here's the crazy thing about this one. This one is, I think it's a single house with a skinny house next to it, but it's so hard to tell. But what metal is the texture supposed to be if it's the classical age? Uneducated sailboat must know. Oh, it would be bronze, most likely. Copper is a little too soft for stuff, but they used copper, they used bronze. That is supposed to be bronze though. So, these doors here, that's supposed to be bronze. Same with, so that's supposed to be copper. So you can see it's sort of like tarnished. Well, we also got copper now. And then this is bronze, even though it says diamond, that's supposed to be bronze. And there you go. So there's a Bronze Age sword, Bronze Age axe. That's an Epsilon axe. And then, of course, the Mycenaean armor. Of course, the helmet's not the helmet that it should be, but, you know, it's real hard to get some of these things with the pixels. But I like the way that this is done, and that. But yeah, on the Discord, there was I created a channel called like the Bronze Age SMP, because people were talking about it a lot, and I figured I'd give them their own channel. It's not to say that I'm going to do a Bronze Age SMP. I'm not, but people were working on texture packs for it that did Bronze Age stuff, like the Mycenaean armor and things like that. And I thought that was a cool thing. Very cool, very cool. And they were also doing more stuff with like changing the recipes and stuff like that. But yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and, because it's got the 2 wide alley. Okay, so this one, this one I think is the correct size as the rest of them. Hold on, let me double check. Yes, it is the correct size as the rest of them. So we're gonna go 19 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so this is where it gets a little odd, because it has this wall here, but hold on, let me double check this real quick. Yeah, but within, it comes in 2, so like there, it's got like this, and then it's like a big opening, and then again right here, 1, 2, something like that. Anyways, yeah, kind of odd, but it does have the usual along the back here. So it looks like it is a 5x5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's nice. That's something that's easily recognizable with the doorway right there. And then it's got Another 5 by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Same thing. So that doorway's off center. Not like that one. And then it looks like a 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, no. That is not how that goes. It's actually a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Again, this whole chunk back here is hypothetical. Then we come down 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Oh, actually, we need to come off of this one and come all the way down. Yep, all the way down. Oop, not that far. Okay. And then this one, we got 1, 2, 3. We come off like this. What is going on here? 1, 2, 3. Like that. I got this one wrong. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. Let me go 1, 2, that. 1, 2. I think we're just gonna have to do something like that. Which I don't like, but that's yeah, it's such a tight little squeeze in there. And then there's some really long, well, it's got little chunks that stick out like that and like that. So they could also be small rooms, which is what this map is suggesting, or it could be pillars. I mean, we could do small rooms. If we did small rooms, it'd be like this. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. And then we've got this. This is actually, there's actually, man, it's like this. But not. So we're just gonna have to forego some of this. Anyways, this is all big and open right here. So it's like that. Ugh. Could you do a texture pack for the copper stuff? Yeah, I mean, we could. I don't do the texture packs. I've never done a texture pack. And so you'd have to ask the people in the Discord if they'd be willing to do that. Yeah, it could be long storage. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So bronze was popular for ages. After the Greek classical period, it's not like bronze went out of style just because iron became a thing. True. Very, very true. In fact, one of the things that I like to discuss a lot is the fact that we have a lot of stone tools from the Bronze Age. People tend to forget that just because it's the Bronze Age doesn't mean that they stopped using stone tools. There's still plenty of stone tools being used during the Bronze Age. I like that layout a little bit better. Yeah, I'm liking that layout a little bit better. I don't know what's going on with this here or this, because it's actually a long skinny room right here rather than this wall. So I don't really know, and especially like this long thing here. Not sure what that's all about. That's what we got. So let's go ahead, slap some mud bricks on it. Yeah. See, and that's the other thing too. I was wondering, like, is this the alley between the houses? But nope, it's blocked off. So I don't really know what's. Yeah, who knows? Leaning towards pillars in that room. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if these tiny rooms are some sort of cold storage. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's a good question. You use stone tools sometimes because you can make them. Yeah, I can also make stone tools. They're very crude. But I also think that if you're an archaeologist and you're working in areas that have stone tool production, like me when I worked in the American Southwest, I feel like you should have to learn how to do that. Even if you don't do it well, you should learn how to do some of that stuff. I'm actually a big proponent of forcing archaeologists to live the way of the culture with which they are studying for a little while, or at least do experimental stuff, even if it's already been done before. I'm a big proponent of that, because I think I truly believe that you can't really understand some of the things that you're working with until you do that stuff yourself. That's what I think. Plus, it's a cool skill to have, to be able to do that. To make stone tools. Oops. I mean, how many people do you know can make stone tools? What if we did that, to where they're like two separate... we'll see how that looks. Yeah. This is starting to make a little bit of sense now. Now that we're screwing around with it some more. Yeah. This still bothers me. Especially now that you can't really get into it. What if we did... I mean, I guess you can. You can come in here and then come in there. Yeah. That's probably storage. That's probably storage. Huh. No technology is truly obsolete. Very true. Think something happened, try to do it yourself, because how else are you supposed to know the limits and ways those things work? Exactly. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. One of my most favorite examples to use is Thor Heyerdahl, because what he set out to do was kind of revolutionary for the time, and he really put his money where his mouth was. And I think that's, even though he was wrong, I think that's a really cool thing to be able to say that you've done. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the book Kon-Tiki, or there was a movie. The movie was actually really good, even though it didn't really follow the book very well. It was still pretty good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, he did some really neat stuff, and he proved something was possible, but ultimately it was not what actually happened. So, it kind of sucks for him, but it is a neat sort of thing to think about when we talk about stuff like that. Alright, so if I do... Alright, so follow me on this. If I do a walkway here to here... Okay, Okay, and then this will have a roof, this will have a roof, this will have a roof, and this will have a roof. As well as this part here. I'm thinking that's the way to go. What do we think? Oh, you don't cut stone. You actually break it with another stone. You beat it with another rock. You have to have a igneous rock that you're using to make the tool out of, and you use another stone to break off pieces, because igneous stuff usually is very well. Like, you can use obsidian, but the way that it fractures is usually highly predictable. So things like basalt, obsidian. I've seen quartzite. Tools before, and rhyolite tools. Though if there are any geologists in the chat, me saying the word rhyolite probably just triggered them, because I've been told that they don't like that. I don't know why. Maybe I should ask my cousin. My cousin's a geologist. Find out what the deal is with that. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. You like chill streams like this? Would I ever consider doing more 100 days content? Well, I've never done 100 days content before, but I mean, I would be open to it. I think 100 days would be an interesting thing to do. My only issue with the 100 days stuff is the editing portion to it. I mean, not that there's, you know, anything wrong with my editing, but editing takes a long time, and some of these guys who do the 100 days, like, man, I don't know how they do it. Because if I mean, to edit my own videos, because I refuse to pay an editor to do it, because I actually enjoy editing my videos, though I'm currently working on a super secret project right now where I'm editing, and that one's a nightmare to edit, but it's worth it. It's so worth it, because it's such a good premise. Oh. You come in here? What if we did this? So there's like a little walkway you come in. Like, what if it's like double doors? You come in here and then you can, or even better, what if you do this? Yeah. Then you don't need the walkway to go all the way out. You only really need it right here. Huh. Whoops. But yeah, I'd be open to doing like 100 days. I think the 100 days, I love watching some of the 100 day stuff, especially people like Forge Labs, though you can only watch them for so long, because then you get frustrated sometimes. But yeah, I like watching some of the 100 days. Because it's cool to see how they go about doing stuff. What do we think about this? Honest opinion, what do we think about this? I'm sort of torn. Oh, what if we did... Okay, whoa, hold on. I just came up with something. What if we did this? Okay, hold on. Or you start freaking out. Okay. We have stairs that come up this way, right here, right? Check it. What if we did this? Okay, so you come in here, stairs come up this way, you've got this walkway, this will be a roof, that'll be a roof. Then you come this, or maybe I just do like a walkway over this. Anyways, this will be covered porch. Then you come in this way and you can walk into this room and then this room. Or even better, we can just like knock that out. There we go. Put that there. So you walk into this room and then you have this one that's connected to it. I'm actually liking that. I actually like that a lot. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. You think he was the one that used the balsa wood raft? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. He did do that. He used the balsa wood raft to sail from South America to the Polynesian islands because he thought that the Polynesian islands were populated by people from South America because of different reasons. But one of the big ones was their mythology was a big part behind it, and a couple other things. But yeah, that is who you're thinking of. Yeah, he is the guy that did that. Yeah, and yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. Flint knapping is a fun process. Yeah, it's not bad. You've used basalt. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, basalt. I actually like finding some of the basalt stuff when I'm out and doing it. Oh, well, you know, perseverance. You say you wish you were good at napping. The only way to get better at something is to do it. So maybe you should do it. Maybe you should try. You never know. You're only going to get better. Because if you're really terrible now, you can't get any worse, right? Maybe don't use that piece of obsidian though, because if you've been eyeballing it because you want to use it for something, maybe that's probably a bad use of it, because you are gonna suck at it for a while. There we go. Yeah, see, I like that. I like that. We can do a slope right there. If you'd like, I could maybe introduce you to a YouTube friend of mine who does paranormal investigation and stories for YouTube, who also edits his own videos. See if he has any tips. I mean, I like my editing process. I don't mind it. So yeah, 100 days times 20-minute day-night cycles, 2,000 minutes. Yeah. If you don't sleep. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these people grab sleep. So, yeah. That's probably what I would end up doing. I don't think I would be one of those people that foregoes the sleep in these. Okay, so let's do... Okay, we want to do this. We want to slope it away from the house. So we want to do that. Okay, so it goes down either way. All right. Okay. So then it comes this way. Oh, did I line this up right? That would be so awesome if I actually lined it up right. No, I did not. Damn. Or maybe I did. If I just come in this way. I mean, it's going to look a little weird because it's off center. Ugh. I mean... Yeah, it runs right to that corner. Okay. So that should be fine. That's fine. It's okay. All right, so we do this, and then we come along here. There we go. Also, your friend who does paranormal investigations, one of my guilty pleasures is watching like the ghost hunting shows, because I think they're great. But one of my biggest pet peeves is a lot of these people who do these paranormal investigations don't... God, that looks terrible. That really does look terrible. Don't really approach it anthropologically. Because, okay, let's use their own sort of thought process, right? So if you are a paranormal investigator, you are basically ghost hunting. These are people who have passed, who you are trying to contact, right? And there's the key phrase, people. So why do a lot of these folks who do these paranormal investigations approach it like they are not people? Well, not really not people, but they don't approach it anthropologically. They sort of do weird things that you wouldn't do if you were actually interacting with people. So that's always bothered me about some of these ghost hunting shows. Sorry, I just thought of that when you brought it up. Yeah, we do this. Also, they use the term evidence very loosely with paranormal stuff. Very loosely. And they also don't test a lot of their evidence. Or at least the shows that I watch. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that actually take the scientific method. But the thing is, the scientific method does not make good TV. So I can see why you don't see it a lot on TV. Okay, hold on here. Is this going to be gross looking? It's going to be like that. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. Like that. There we go. Like that. Okay, so this is actually going to be very symmetrical. Ooh, I like that. I like a symmetrical roof. Definitely like a symmetrical roof. So let's go ahead and do this. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I'm trying to, I see the chat moving, and so I'm trying to do this quickly so I could see what's being said, because I'm genuinely interested in what's being said now that I said that about paranormal investigations. Because if you treat it like an ethnography, sort of like an ethnography, it would make terrible television, because there's a lot of waiting around and becoming familiar to the people that you are studying, gaining trust, becoming one of the group, you know, stuff like that. Oop. There we go. Bam. Oop. All right, let's take a step back and look at it. Yeah, okay. We'll see how it looks once we get the little side ones there. Okay, what do we got here? They're incredibly rude to them, which is frustrating me. Yes, that's true too. You would not be as rude as some of these folks are if you were doing an ethnography. Oh, so your friend doesn't do that. He approaches it like he's approaching a dangerous person. Yeah, see, that, I don't know, man. If I went to a place and was going to do an ethnography, and I approached the people that I was studying as though they were dangerous, I don't think I would get very far with them, to be honest. I think that would be the fastest way to lose their trust. I mean, that's just me, you know. Uh, your experience may vary, but when we're talking about an ethnography, I think that's probably the fastest way to lose someone's trust. Okay. Let's see here. I don't like that slope. The other way to do it would be to do this. But I think that looks like garbage. Right? I mean, right? I think that looks like garbage. I guess we could always just slap it down and see what it looks like. Whoop. But once it's complete, it doesn't look so bad. Okay, what if we, let's see, if I did a stair there and a stair there, and it would have to be two, well, here, let's just, okay, if I did a stair here and a stair here, it would have to be two slabs. And that, ugh, that also doesn't look very good. I think we're kind of stuck with just having that. And that. I think that's what we're stuck with. And then this one, I guess the same thing. I guess I've yeah. Like that. Ugh. This is a really bad angle. There we go. I guess, okay, what if I stand on it? Oh, I can do that. Just hold the shift button. There we go. There we go. And bam. Okay. Not bad. And then we just do something like that. There we go. And then I could do that. I mean, all right. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. I don't like this. So maybe we, well, no, because then I would need a roof over that, and I don't want to put a roof over that. I actually want the roof to come up here. Okay. Man. That side, for some reason. What if I just continued this roof all the way across? And you just had a very small walkway, like this. Right? So what if I did like this? So you come up and it was just a little thin walkway. That I could probably do. That's not too bad. That is open, right? Yeah, that is open in the on the thing, so we do that and then we do that. All right, let's step back and take a look. What do we think? We're having over. Okay, yep. Yeah. Okay. So lots of input on this. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this whole thing. But I think we're just going to go with it. So let's do... First things first. Let's go ahead and do... Oh my god. I put it in my inventory. I want to use it. Like immediately. Oh, that ain't gonna work. We'll just do that. Okay. And then we would just bring... Hold on. We want... Oh, it's empty. Straight down from here. Except for right there on the corner. So right, we could bring it out to here, but then that doesn't line up with that post. Oh. Should we rethink where the stairs are coming up? Let's rethink where the stairs are coming up. What if we had the stairs coming up here? Can we make it before we hit the door? No, we can't make it before we hit the door. What about here? Can we make it before we hit the door here? For the opening? No. Okay. What about here? Okay, well this is promising. Okay, that's promising. Okay, so what if we do that? What if we try this? I was getting stuck. I had blinders on because I was sort of hell-bent on having the stairs right here at this sort of entrance when I don't need the stairs at that entrance. There is this, though, which suggests that there is something over, like there's an overhang here. So if we come up this way, yeah, see, we can make it. Okay. In that case, let's get rid of that. Do that. I think we still want... Okay, can we still do an overhang here? Is it gonna look weird? I think so. I think it's gonna look weird. I think we have no other choice. So let's see here. We do this, right? And we come off this way. Well, I mean, it makes sense because we've got the stairs there. So it makes sense if this were like a real world application. right? So we have the stairs there, so that's why we don't have a pillar right there. So that makes a little bit of sense. So far so good. I'm liking it. Oh, there we go. And actually, while I'm at it, we'll do something we haven't done before, which is this. A little bit of a, oh my god, I'm just like blowing everything up. Here, okay, there we go. There we go. And then that way, okay. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Hmm. I mean, it works out, right? It works out. Could be supported. Okay, it works from a structural standpoint. Yep. Must be this decorative vase, like a plant or something for a set one. Maybe. Yeah, could have been. Yeah, because I mean, they are doing statuary at this point. We do that. What if we... What if we, like, wall that off completely? Interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of a neat little design. Okay. Well, I'm not hating it, so that's good. I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. And do that. There we go. Give us some extra room. Do that. Nope. Keep those. Okay. So then this we can put, yeah, a window right there. With that and a door. And we can also put a window right there, right? That looks right into their... Well, I guess they're going to be really good neighbors. Or really bad neighbors, one of the two. Okay, so I think that's fine. Oh, we need to do... Actually, you know what? Let's continue the weird new stuff while we're at it. So let's do something like that, where it's just like... Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this, because the defensive wall is there, so we can look out. And this looks out sort of over the alley. We'll do this. Slap a torch down. So there's that. And then this room, same thing. Do this, so it looks out over the defensive wall. Do this, looks out over that wall. Okay, not bad, not bad. So far, so good. What if we do that? There we go. Okay, come in here. And this looks out over the defensive wall. There we go. So yeah. I'm liking this. The layout is actually a lot easier once it's built. Like, it makes a little bit more sense. And you come in here, you got this little sort of whatever room. Probably storage. I'm going with storage. Oop. What do you mean Minecraft can't read my mind? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Bring this in here. Bring this in here. Yeah, and you got sort of like a... Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a room up there. Okay. Do that. Come in here. No windows, except for maybe this one, looking out into the alley. And across to your neighbor's house. Is there anything right here? Is that a room? That is a room. Okay. We don't want that. This will be storage. So then this one, because we got the defensive wall there, we can't use a window. And this is too skinny, so no window there. This one, that's a room. That goes into the storage area. That goes in the defensive wall. So this is actually just one big dark room. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So then this one, also storage. And then this one, yeah, this one will look out into the alley. Can't look into that one because that's part of the storage room. Is this a room? That is a room. Okay. And then this one. Okay, so this can look out into the road. We'll put a torch right there. This one. Torch, right? Torch, thank you. Okay, look out into this road here. Oh, you can actually look all the way down that road. Nice. And then into the alley. That goes into another room. Okay. And then, of course, these are going to be just storage. Might as well light them up, though. I don't need doors on them. Okay, so what do we think of this? Oh, wait a second. We can put a window right here. There we go. This is a really wide opening. 4 wide. And then, of course, this. This had to have something. It had to have been supporting something. But what it was supporting, I don't know. You could use banners as curtains. The wood and the cloth would have minimal... Yeah, that's true. Whatever. Stairs under the stairs. Yep. Think you might benefit from a mini-map for orienting your building from inside the structure. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That's extra mods, though. I tend to not do extra mods. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. I mean, unless we wanted to do like that, but then the problem is you don't have it up front here either. That is wide open, right? Yes. Oh my god, I just noticed something in this. Oh no. Oh no. I just noticed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, those. Actually, it's more like that. Oh no. That kind of changes things, doesn't it? Okay. Because I mean, there's pillars. Those are pillars. And so they got to support something. Oh, man. Okay. First and foremost, that actually is not there. it's like this. It's a skinny little walkway. It's not an actual doorway. Yeah. I hate this. Yep, exactly. They hold up a floor, and we missed it earlier. Or, hold on. Maybe they don't hold up a floor. Maybe what they hold up is a roof. What if we do this? Yeah, it's unfortunate, but what if we did this? Stop. Huh? And oop, I'm getting inspired here. So we were trying to figure out what was going on with this. What if this is a continuation of that? We do this. What do we think of this? Well, hold on. Wait till I finish, and then we'll discuss it. Okay, and then we follow this way and continue this. All because of those pillars. It was crazy to think about. Nope. That actually needs to slope instead. So you still have the courtyard. I hate this. It sucks because I can't get this to be the proper width, unfortunately. Unless I take this pillar out and have the walkway turn. I can do that. Let's see what that looks like. So foregoing this and instead taking this and moving it, oops, right there. We do that instead. Right? And then what we'd have to do is we'd have to take this and do this. This would then, okay, this then allows that to line up. And then we take this down, take that down. Can I make this work? Can I make this work? Let's see here. If I do, oh my God, do that. Oh man, oh. I might actually be able to make this work. Hold on. Oh my, did I? Oh, I think I did. I think I did. Structurally, it seems like it would be fine. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? Let me know what you think. I'm gonna take a quick break because this is hurting my brain. Maybe if we did an overhang a little bit on these roofs here. Maybe. Planned from the beginning. Looks nice, cool. And it would explain why the entrance is so wide. Yes, it would. All right, you like it? No mistakes, only happy accidents. Okay. Never any doubt. All right. Never any doubt on your end, maybe. Oof. Mine, I don't know, man. That was stressful. This opening is humongous. So I think what we should do is we should maybe make it look a little bit better. Sure. You know what would be cool? It would be really cool if there was an SMP that did stuff like this. Where it was like, you have to build, like, you don't do mega builds like your mega base, you build a city and you populate it. That'd be cool. That would be way cool. I think that would, I'd watch the hell out of that. You know, so you have something, I mean, it maybe not all of it is historical. Maybe it's just, you know, maybe it's fantasy as well, but grounded, you know, based in reality. I think that'd be neat. That would be really neat. You know, people in charge of certain areas could only do, you know, certain things. You have to treat it like it was real. I think that'd be neat. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think this is the best we're gonna do. Let's see about putting a window along the back wall here, because I didn't put one here. Yeah, there we go, like that. There we go. I once made a set of resource farms and hid them inside house structures. Yeah, see, stuff like that, you know, yeah. I tend to build a building for each thing, like for my furnace setup, I built a smithy, yeah. So no elven tree houses? No, not like, you know, like a single mega build for you with all your farms in it, but like build a city or build like a connected bunch of villages, you know, over big chunks of area. Make it look like a civilization, a real functioning civilization. I think that would be cool. I'd watch the heck out of that. Okay. So far so good. Yep. Okay, we're good there. All right, let's move on to the next house. Next house butts up right to it. Oh, and I can actually come right off of... Hold on, I gotta mark which one I just did, because I'm already looking at the wrong house. Okay, hold on. So that means I can come off of... Yeah, right here. Okay. So this house stops right here. Curious how big, whoops, curious to how big that is. Let's see. It does not seem square. No, it's not square. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it does look skinnier. Surprisingly though, it has... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, let's try this with a 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it would have the 3 wide central walkway like everything else. 1, 2, 3. And then it would have that looks like a 3 by 3. So that's 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, so that does work. That actually does work. All right, so 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe another 4 by 4? Almost looks like a 3 by 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's try 3 by 4. And then this one is bigger, like a 5 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. Oh, keeps coming this way. And then it's left with another 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Well, let's do 6. And a 4 by 4. Okay. Oh, here's a weird one. This has a doorway that goes into the fortification wall. Oh no. Did I misunderstand what they meant by... No, because it's actually right there. It says fortification wall right there. Hold on, let me pull up the picture of Olynthos. So here, I'll expand this out so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. See how it's off to the left there? It's got like that sort of emptiness. So that emptiness is basically the hypothetical stuff I was talking about. And then it says fortification wall right there. So let me, hold on, let me pull up a picture for myself here real quick. Here it is. Let me zoom in. Enhance. Enhance. Okay. Okay, so I see the... Okay, so let me show you what I'm looking at here. So you look down here, you'll see that the walls... The walls to the left, they're actually... Like, the houses are actually finished. And then there's a gap. So I think fortification wall is beyond that. I don't think the fortification wall is against the houses. I think I misinterpreted this map. Missed the typing side of it. Oh man. Yeah, I did. I should have done that. Well, and I can't do it on my keyboard because then things will get all weird. But yeah, okay. So I think the fortification wall is beyond. I think that's a road, not a fortification wall. So I think I misunderstood what they were talking about. So let me show you what I mean. So this fortification wall, I think, is actually a road, and they meant, because they wrote on the map that I'm looking at, they wrote fortification wall like all the way down here on this chunk right here where you see the cursor. They wrote fortification wall right there. And I'm wondering if they wrote fortification wall on the road to mean that the fortification wall starts on the edge of the road, which is what I suspect is actually happening. So hold on, let's move this. Hold on. Let me... how do I want to do this? I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to move the road over. And then I need to move... Okay. So... Okay. So we're going to do copy, Oh my god. Then we're going to move over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So then if I do this, okay, yes. Okay, now I want to take the fortification wall. Come all the way down here. Think of all the windows you get to add. Yeah, exactly. Did I just click at the top or at the bottom? Okay, well, I'm going to assume I clicked at the bottom. I'm going to do copy. Whoops, copy. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I clicked at the top. Okay. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I need to, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need to come over one more. Okay, there we go. All right. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one all the way down to this. Cut. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. I did not do that. 1, 2, 3. Oops. So that's only 3 wide. It needs to be 4 wide. That's okay. We're just gonna leave it like that. Okay. So now, so now we got to go in here and add add windows to everything. Not that one. Oh man. There we go. Run out here. Go down to the next one. Is that alley open? No, that alley is closed at the end, which is really interesting. I don't know why they said hypothetically that should be closed, but they did. So I'm not going to argue. Oh. Wait. That's another room. Okay. Where's that room? Oh, that room's through here. I'm already getting turned around. Okay. So we want that. There we go. And this one, same thing. There we go. And this one, same thing. Bam. There we are. Okay. Now, second story for both. Oh, I already did the second story on. That's right, because the defensive wall was too short anyways. Okay. So there we have it. That is all fixed. As much as it can be. All right, so like I was saying, this one has a door that leads out to the road. None of those other ones have doors that lead out to the road. So that might be something we might have to revisit in the future. Yeah, carry a map in your offhand. Oh yeah, there's always that too, yeah. I could always carry a map in my offhand. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what this looks like. F3 and F4 to swap back and forth to spectator. Yeah. I am aware of the spectator / creative mode swap thing. I use that A little too much sometimes. Okay. Continuing on, we're going to come down this way. What is going on here? So, that's not a 3 wide. That's like a 4 wide, but 3 is what works. Okay, well, whatever. Hold on, can we... So if I do 2, and then again, another big opening. Yeah, see, I can do this. Let's just come out this way. And this goes all the way to here. Oh, it does have something in the middle here. I don't know what that is. It's a darker color, so I don't think it's the footers for a pillar. So I'm not really sure what is supposed to be right here. No idea. This comes out to here. Like that. And then there is a 2 wide. What? What is going on? Hold on. Okay, there's a 2 wide gap here. Like that. And then it's open like that. And then it comes out 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like this. And then this one has like this and like this. Yeah. Oh, and before I forget. Nope, I already screwed it up. Man, what is going on here? I'm trying to figure this out, and this I'm screwing it up. So, okay, so we do need to come this way. We need to make this skinnier. I guess we'll just slap a pillar right there. Even though, oops, sorry, right there. Even though I'm not really sure what that is. And then coming off of this, there is, okay, so this room is actually going to have to be smaller. So there's that. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that. Why is this? Why does this suck so much? Okay. I think the only way to really make this work, and I hate to say it, is to make this actually 1 wide. Here. Like that. I think that's really the only way to make it work. Otherwise, everything's off just a little bit. Surviving mosaics. Would they even appear on the maps you're working with? I don't think they would. Well, yes, they would. Because there's some spots on these maps that have sort of a shaded area that is for color. So there's a sort of a semi-famous house called, I think, like the House of Colors, that had a whole bunch of wild painted stuff. I think it's like, oh man, I want to say it's like one of these houses over here. I think, or maybe that one right there. I don't remember which one it was. But the House of Color has a bunch of that shaded stuff on the map to designate that there was something going on there. And there's a lot of parts of this map that have shaded areas. Granted, I am using a different map than the first one I used. So, because the first one I used was very specific to the area. It was a smaller map, smaller area map, I should say, rather than this one, which shows a much larger area. So, yeah. I have no idea how you would get into these rooms here, so I think we're just gonna punch a hole. Like here. Just gonna have to punch a hole in there. Okay. There we have it. Let's go ahead and go there, go there. Oops. All right, now we can sort of play around with this. So if we have a door there, no door there, that's just a walkway. A door here, obviously. Door here to get into this room. So door here and here. Okay, so those two rooms. Then we can come in through this door here. We've got these separations. We're just going to leave those open for now. And then this is its own standalone room. Okay. Some of the closer pics of the site shows mosaics. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot there. Well, because the Romans really like their mosaics. And so, yeah, because you have a bunch of Roman folks living here too, after the occupation, yeah, you're gonna have Roman mosaics, and maybe even Greek mosaics, I guess, at the time, Hellenistic. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that much. So we want that. Okay. Maybe that. What do we think of that? So you come up either like I did before. You either come up here. Right, now that you're on the walkway, you can go into this room, you can go into this room, which goes into those. You can go into this room, which goes into this one, maybe? Or you can go into this room and this one. Yeah? The only reason why I'm doing the second story there is because we've got, you know, I think we're going to switch up woods here. We're going to use dark oak. It's because we got this. So you've got that. So that's going to support that walkway right there, at least. And then you've got these pillars here, which are obviously supporting that walkway. So I think that makes sense. I thought, well, maybe... yeah, no, I think that's good. I think that's good. Most of the preservation looks like tarps laying over the top of it with a layer of sand on top of that. Yeah. That sounds about right. Definitely has the support to do that with the floor. Looks good. Cool. Hello, woodchuck. All right. Welcome to the stream where I'm going slowly crazy because I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. Okay. So let's assume... Oh no. We just mess up that roof? We did just mess up that roof. Oh no. Whoa. Okay, well, too bad. Too bad, so sad. Alright. Just gonna have to go with it. Just gonna have to go with it. We'll figure this out here in a second. Just slapping all the walls down. Okay. Now, let's take a little bit more of a critical look at this. Does it make sense to have a second story right here? I don't think so. For this room right here. I mean, maybe. Here, let's start slapping some doors down. Yeah, maybe. Still, this one's kind of odd. Okay. Come in here. What if we just clear that out so it's all just one big room? That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay, I'm liking that. Come in here and you got this. Okay. And this weird little small room. Oh, it's alright. And then that one. Yeah, I think this is okay. What do we think? I think this is okay. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Oops. Let's just see what this looks like if we go up. Oops. You know, it's not bad. I kind of wish this room were smaller so I could just knock out this wall so you would have sort of like a walkway, and then I can knock this room out. So you'd have a walkway that sort of was like a T. Came down this way, you could go into this room, that room, if this room were wider, or these rooms in the back. But I think this is fine. Yeah, and you're right, there has been plenty of small weird rooms. Okay. I think this is okay. Let's go ahead and let's just start slapping some. Wait. Let's stick with the dark oak theme. Oop. Okay. Oh, and the dark oak door. Because they're fancy like that. Oh, and the torch. Okay. Another window right there. And a torch. You've chosen to think of those weird small rooms as wine closets. Yeah. Yeah, booze does make sense, yes. I mean, Pylos had all of those pantries and stuff. and like all the oil storage and all that. So yeah, I think that's a safe bet. Okay, so we're good there. But oh, and this is a really long one. Let's see here. Can we go 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, look at that. And I'll do one right here. There we go. And maybe one right there. Why not? And for this, do that and that. Slap a door down. Slap that down. Do that. Do that. Okay. So that's where we're sitting with that. Let's go ahead and bump some holes in these lower rooms. So do this. And get a door. And a porch. There we go. Very dark room. There we go. Not anymore. Oh. What is that? Oh, that's the other house. Okay. Yeah. We don't want to do that. I can hear it now, yelling at me because I knocked out his window. So we do this. That. Okay. And figuring out stairs is going to be a fun one. Okay, so this one, because of where it's at, I can't put any windows in, so this is going to be sort of a dark... Hold on. Can I not enter that room? Oh yeah, I can only enter it from outside. Well, that's not good. They definitely need to be able to enter that room. Okay, we're gonna need to figure that out. All right, let me look at the map here. So my thought process is maybe just knocking out a door right here. Oh, wait a second. No, because this big room here, you need to be able to get to. Okay, so, all right. So there's a big room right here. And then that leads into this room, which leads into the outside. Okay, so we need to figure this out. I'd be more willing to have entrance into the bigger room. That's what I would think. Like to the point where maybe we put a door right there. Like that. Oh my god. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so something like that. We'll actually do a big wide window. I mean... Oof. It's not great. But I think it makes more sense than having it come through this room here. Because then you come into this room, and then you go into that room, and then you go into that room. The far room beyond that. Okay. So there we have it. More booze, more oil. Don't slap your windows, they might break. Yeah. We should designate one of these larger buildings for a fire brigade, probably to oh well, yeah, it is too modern of a concept. Yeah, they didn't really do that. Much to much to their deficit. Okay. So then what I can do is I'm tempted just to knock out this room here. I'm just worried that it's going to look a little too much like this, where it's sort of the L-shaped. I mean, this right here is already going to look like, you know, the other house that we literally just did. Do that. Okay. I feel like that needs to come down one. We'll tackle that here in a moment. All right, so these need to be here. Feel like, where was the other one? Was it right here? No, right here? Right there. Okay. Yeah, that's just weird. I don't need that. What I need is this. 1, 2, boom, 1, 2, boom. Look at that. That actually works out really well. All right, so let's figure out where the stairs are going to be. Right here. Let's see what that would look like. So if you came up the stairs to like here. Nope, here. Okay, so you come up like this. Oh. Whoops, there we go. That, and then turn. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's not great, but I'm okay with that. The other way would be to do it from the opening here. Which would be like... Oh, well, can't do that one. Like that. It would be like that. So you come up and then turn. Should be like this. All right, so we either can have it on the outside like this, where you come up the stairs and then turn, or we have it on the inside. So you come into the complex. You want to go up to the second story, so you turn and you come up this way. Or we could also have it come up this way. So you would have it like that. No, you wouldn't. This would have to come back one. So you could do like that. Oh, but then you're in front of that door. Nope. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Okay. So what do we think? Inside or outside? It's built-in tool shed? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. OSHA would love me. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then this weird little thing here, we'll have to figure that out. I'm leaning more towards the inside rather than the outside, because the outside, I just don't like it. So yeah, In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, I think what, well, screw it. We'll just do this. And we're going to replace all oak planks. Oh, for God's sakes. With dark oak planks. There we go. Yeah. Looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with inside stairwell. I think that's the best way to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and slap this roof on. We're actually going to do it sort of U-shaped. There we go. And then, okay, so if we do stair... Oh, this is going to be another really crappy looking roof. Okay, what if we did stair, slab, and then slab? Because this is gonna come out like this. I don't hate it. That's what we're gonna do. Is it the same over here? Stair, slab, slab. Yeah, it is. So we're gonna. What about this one? Stair, stair, slab. Okay. No, that one's gonna be fine. Okay. So let's just do this. Which actually, this is how I did the temples, the Greek temples. I did the stairs on the wall, and then I did the plank as an overhang. Just doesn't work as well here. So we shift them a little bit. All right, do that. Okay. Now, the other thing is it's quite possible that they had flat roofs, too. Totally possible that they had flat roofs. I'm not doing flat roofs because I think these roofs are a little bit more interesting. They're more interesting. They're cooler to look at. I realize that that's, you know, not exactly a good thing when you're wanting to do some sort of historical build, but we've already taken enough liberties as it is with interpretation that I think we can get away with, you know, peaked roofs versus flat. I don't know, maybe they've already found roof tiles there, and so we know that they all had peaked roofs. But it, you know, could also been a combination thereof. Some flat, some peaked. I don't know. I haven't done that much research on Olynthos. I just thought it'd be a cool thing to build because of the whole planning thing behind it. All right. Okay, there's that. Now we can just whoop. Oops, forgot that. There we go. Nice. Okay. Replace air with acacia slab. Oh, and yeah, this too. Wow. Look at that. Looking pretty good. That I think that came out really nice. Look at that. Wait, why don't these have windows that... Okay, that's too skinny. That is not big enough. Okay, that's why it doesn't have windows that look out this way. And then this one's too far to the side. Yep, okay. That's fine. Alright, what do we think of that? That one was fairly straightforward. Oh, we need to get this. I think maybe we do... like this. You know what? No, I think this... Okay. I'm gonna bring this down. Yes. Yes, much shorter. Okay. I like that. That's better. And then from here, then we can just go like this. And then we can go like this. So it's sort of sloped. Oop. Like that. And while we're at it, we can actually do a little bit of an overhang, I think, with this one. Meh. Maybe not. Maybe we come through here and do this. And we give it some mud brick stairs. Like that. What do we think? The only downside of dark oak is it makes rooms feel darker. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. OSHA-approved railing. Easier to hide all the wine casks that way. That's true too. Isn't that going to be a house wall for next door? Oh, yeah. You are right. It is going to be a wall for next door. Actually, another thing that it is a walkway or a doorway out into the road, which is also very interesting. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out when we do the next house. You know, I gotta wonder if that wouldn't just be an open little... How would it look like if it just didn't have a roof? We just walked in between the buildings and then came into this. I don't know. You know what you could do? This is gonna be wild. Kind of a wild idea. What if you did this? What if you said that this house here was its own separate thing, and this was the entrance to get to it. Because does it have rooms all the way? It does have rooms all the way down. Okay, so yeah, so that means that that is going to have to be like that. So like, you know, you're, I don't know, renting a room, renting that house. You come down this way, and then you can go into that courtyard if you want. Otherwise, that's your own little sort of cordoned off area. I like it. I like it. I like the idea. I don't know about the execution, but I like the idea. Like that. Maybe. And then this is your house, your tiny little house. I don't know. We'll have to sit on that one and see how we like it. Sit on it for a few days. See if it's what we want. We could even do something like this. Bam. Long walkway. I feel like that's something that I've seen in Greece, actually. Like, oh yeah, there's this house, but it's not that house. You walk down this little narrow walkway and then, oh, yep, it's the guest house or whatever. I don't know. I also feel like this needs to be just like one wider. Because too wide is just, all right, screw it, we're doing it. We're doing it. Scooch over. Okay. There. I think that's better. So let's do this. And that. Yeah, that's much better. Now let's fix this roof. You know what? Let's do a full-on slope roof. That. Nope, like that. There we go. And like this. Maybe we just leave it open. Yeah, maybe we just leave it open. Maybe instead we put something like that. Eh? What do we think? Oh, okay. Yep, this feels like I would see it in the countryside. Okay, good. Yeah, all right, good. I'm glad. I feel like, right, this whole sort of like skinny walkway between buildings to get back to another unit. I feel like I've seen that in Greece. Excuse me, I need to go chase a goat out of my driveway before he finds my veggie patch. Well, all right. In one of my ancestral villages, we had an outdoor bathroom. You could also go upstairs only from the outside. Oh, see, there we go. Yeah, yeah. I've seen the only going upstairs from the outside. I've seen that in America too, actually. In Ohio, I would think it was Canton. I think it was in Canton. No, Akron. I was in Akron. I saw that. I was there for a not a conference, but it was a, what was it? It was some sort of thing I was there for. I don't even remember anymore what it was. There we go. cool little walkway. Can I do that here too? Oh. Yeah, but then the door's all funky. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then I could put... Oh, wait, no, I don't want the fence. I want the gate. There we go. Maybe one taller? Oh, it doesn't connect though. Well, it looks like garbage when you do it like that. Maybe we just do it like that. Nope, need something across. There we go. Or what if we did... Now I'm just screwing around. What if we did this? Terrible. Majestic floating block. Nope. That looks terrible too. You know what? We'll just do this. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. All right, there we have it. It is about 3 hours. We're right at about 3 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to turn off the Olynthos, and I'm going to turn this one on, and I'm going to turn this one off. There we go. Okay. You see when people block out an old house to make apartments? Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. And they make sort of like the living room now the entryway that you walk through to get into the back, and they put the door. Yeah. All right. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today. That was fun. We didn't get much done, but there was a lot of trying to figure things out. So we got 3 houses done. We finally did figure out that fortification wall and the road as well. So yeah, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more houses to go. But that will have to wait till I get back. So I will see you all when I get back from Greece. Take care.